What's up with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. Yeah. Y'all already know what to do. When you get in the building, hit that like button first of all, and then jump in the comment section. Let me know you're in the building. Leon Robinson, what it do? Salute. Marcus Hayes, what it do with you today? Salute to you. Yeah, we got today I got a whole lot to talk about that's been going on in boxing. A whole lot. Hopefully I can get through everything. D Bevel the champ, what it do with you? Mike Ryan coming off in the building from that Trent, New Jersey. What's good with it? Your boy, Shakur Stevenson, he finna show out this weekend. Shakur had a lot to say about a lot of stuff. And we gonna get into that too. Telling y'all, if y'all don't believe it, you better believe it. Shakur is the future of boxing. Shakur Stevenson is the closest thing you're gonna see. If you know, a lot of people like to call it the next Mayweather. Well, if you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, look no further than Shakur Stevenson. And I strongly believe that. Josue Armstrong, what's good with it? Sylvester 2011, what's happening? Yeah, it's fight week. It's going down this week. We got a lot of good fights this weekend. It's a lot of good fights that's going down this weekend. And yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Who still got the zone? Put a 1 in the chat if you still got the zone. I know a lot of people, you know, they got rid of the zone once the pandemic hit, and then once the zone kept charging them, you know, what, $20 a month is what I pay. Put a 1 in the chat if you still got the zone. Because, you know, the Anthony Joshua and Pulev fight, that's going to be on the zone this weekend. Leon Robinson, he said he still got it. Yeah, Leon, I just didn't ever go cancel it, man. They still charging me. Maurice Isaac said he said he got to cancel it though. Same with me, but it's like every time I think about I'm gonna go cancel it. Now you got the Pulev and Joshua fight coming up. Ricky off in the building. He said he from that A1 boxing in Aurora, Colorado. That's what's up. Ebony Queen, salute to you, Queen. She off in the building. She said she still got the zone. She still got the zone. She said she want a refund. Yeah, it's like Ebony. It's like we paying that $20 a month, right? But we not getting no $20 a month worth of fights because that bullshit that they put on last weekend with Billy Joe Saunders and a washed up what's his name, whatever his name is. Nobody wants to see that. It's crazy because the fight was on and I wasn't even watching it. I'm like, man, this shit ain't interesting to me. And nobody even really talked about that fight. A lot of people didn't even know that that fight was going to be on this weekend. A lot of people didn't even know that Billy Joe fought this weekend. And my bad, Dom Reeks. I ain't talking about the UK like that, but that wasn't no good card that they put on, you know, in the UK. And shout out to Dom Reeks coming in the building from that Colchester, England. Yeah, Ricky, it's some good fights this weekend. Now, this weekend is some good fights. ESPN been putting it down. ESPN been putting on good fights. Leon Robinson off in the building. He said, bro, my subscription is $9.99. How you still got $9.99 when they renewed mine for the year, they start charging me $20 off the rip? Drew Titan off in the building. Big Drew, what it do? Ebony said, I paid for a year, try to get a refund, but no customer service number. I think you got to go through, because Ebony, I did cancel mine, right? When during the pandemic and all of that, I canceled it. And then what happened is I restarted it back. I got you money. I restarted it back because they had some good fights coming on I wanted to see. So I just kept it from there. But I think you got to go through, I think I sent them an email. You got to send them an email to cancel it, I think. Let me go ahead and get my man Money Brown off in the building. Sal Hamilton said he paid $9.95. Man, see, that's that bullshit. Cause I'm paying $20 a month, and I was originally on the $9.95. You know what? I think when I canceled it and then came back, I think that's what happened with me. Let me go ahead and get Money off in the building. Yes, sir. All right, Money, you good? I sent it. Leon Robinson said he grandfathered in for that $9.99. Yeah. See, I think that's what happened with me when I canceled and then came back. When I canceled that joint and then came back, then they start charging me that $20. But they had hit me because, see, I was on the yearly subscription. So they had hit me for like, I think it was like $100 and something with the tax out of nowhere. And I'm like, man, we ain't even got boxing right now. Because at that point in time, we didn't have boxing. It was a pandemic. They didn't have no fight scheduled for DAZN at that point in time. So I was like, man, fuck that. I'm canceling this. But yeah, I guess canceling it came back to bite me in the ass. Really, I should have just kept it. But what they should have did is they should have stopped charging everybody during the pandemic, knowing that it wasn't no fights going on at that time. That's what they should have did. But waiting for Money Brown to get off in the building. You know, we could get the show started up. Don Rick says Pulev gonna shock the world. Man, we gonna talk about that. Man. We gonna talk about that. Because I wanted to talk about the Anthony Joshua Pulev fight yesterday, but you know how shit goes sometimes. We didn't get into it, but we definitely gonna get into that and a lot of other news going on in boxing. A lot of other stuff that's going on in boxing that I want to talk about today. Come on, Money. Where you at? We got the whole world waiting on you, Money Brown. Money Brown, the big stepper off in the building. What good?
Yeah, what's going down, brother?
Man, you already know what it is. Same pimp suit just reheated.
Hell yeah.
And let me get okay. Yeah, man. How you feeling?
Chilling. You know, my black ass was knocked out, man.
Homework kicked you in your ass last night.
Man, got half done and felt clean out around like 4 or something, dog. I said, fuck that shit.
Damn. I don't know how you stay up there late, man.
I'm thinking the due date was today on the 10th, the due date on the 11th. I said, take your stupid ass to sleep.
So you gonna hey, you gonna edge it out to the last minute, huh?
Man, that's the type of nigga I am, dog. Batman was going down, Brody.
Batman off in the building. What's happening with it? Yeah, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that we gotta get on today. You know, and like I said, when you come in the building, hit that like button. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button. And we just gonna jump into it, man.
Let me ask you a question, Key.
Yeah,
did you check out the Bill Haney and Bob Arum?
You know what? I didn't. I checked out. I was listening to a lot of what Bob Arum had to say before Bill came on there, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back I'm gonna watch the rest of it because this is a long stream. I'm gonna watch the rest of it and then we're gonna chop. But we gonna get on that tomorrow.
Bill kept trying to pressure Arum like he's gonna pressure him to something he didn't want to say, dog.
Yeah, we gonna get, cause I ain't seen it yet. I ain't see that part, but like I said, we gonna definitely get into that tomorrow. That's what we gonna focus on that tomorrow. Man, so this weekend it's a lot of good fights going down. A lot of good fights going down, money. And one fight that I didn't know that was going down was Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani. Nakatani, right, is that big Asian dude that Teofimo Lopez had fought. Blue Blood Sports TV off in the building. What's good? So, money. Nakatani is the big Asian dude that Teofimo Lopez had fought before he fought Richard Coleman, right? Yeah. And he didn't look good in that fight, right? Nakatani gave Teofimo Lopez a lot of problems, you know. Afterwards, you know, it was a lot of talks about Teofimo Lopez wasn't in his best shape. He wasn't, you know, it was things going on with his family, so he wasn't focused. Whatever it was, you know, all I know is when we watched the fight, we seen that was arguably, right? That was arguably, you know, Teofimo Lopez's toughest fight up until like the 8th round of the Lomachenko fight. So overall, that might have been Teofimo Lopez's toughest fight. The Asian dude Nakatani, right? So he's fighting Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo, everybody know, is an Olympic silver medalist. At one point, Felix Verdejo was supposed to be like the Shakur Stevenson. You know how Shakur Stevenson is the next, or a Shakur Stevenson. Well, I ain't gonna even say Shakur Stevenson. What's good with it? My cousin in the building, Sherrod. What's happening, Big Rod? Shakur Stevenson. Well, I'll say that he said Felix Verdejo was supposed to be what you see Teofimo Lopez as right now. Felix Verdejo was, man, he was supposed to be that dude. You feel me? And he lost early on in his career. He took an L, and didn't he take 2 L's, money?
No, he had a car accident. He had that wreck.
Oh, yeah, he came back. Yeah, he had a car accident. He had long layoffs. He took an L, and it's just his whole career just didn't take off like we thought it was. But what they trying to do, right? If Felix Verdejo can look good against Nakatani and get past him, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, right? Because Bob Arum has already alluded to it in the past. Bob Arum wants to put on the fight with Felix Verdejo and Teofimo Lopez, right? That's the fight that Bob Arum want to put on, an in-house fight. And it's a fight, you know, that can hold over Teofimo Lopez until he get in the ring with the winner against with Ramirez and Josh Taylor, right?
Yeah. He really wanted Verdejo versus Lomachenko was his dream shit, but now he's setting it up like that, like you're saying, yeah.
Right. He's setting it up, right? And salute to Andrew Charles off in the building. Bumpy Thomas off in the building. What's happening? Be that bitch off in the building. Yeah. So hey, money. So Sherrod, that's my cousin. Keto, his brother.
Oh, what's going down, Sherrod, brother?
So Sherrod is one. He the bigger cut. You know what I'm saying? He used to, you know, he used to back in the day.
Yeah, it's with both of y'all ass.
Yeah, yeah.
He don't take it out on you, then you take it out on somebody else.
Right. Yeah. Man, that's my nigga though, man. But yeah, man. So that's what's happening. So Felix Verdejo and Nakatani, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, right? That's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. What else is on this? What else you got to say about that?
I like the fight, man. Listen, I'm still a Felix Verdejo fan, right? See, just the thing about what happened to Felix Verdejo career, Bob Arum, man. You see what I'm saying? He had all this high praise because Felix Verdejo, he's a hell of a fighter, bro. He's still a hell of a fighter. But when he took that L, like I tell you, these fans so fickle nowadays, bro. They so fickle nowadays where if you take a loss, it ain't even got to be a bad loss. Can you feel me? You take, oh man, he ain't shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, they on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Until you come back, he win the title, then they want to jump back on the bandwagon. You know, but Felix Verdejo is a hell of a talent, bro. He's a hell of a talent. You know, coming out the amateurs. You know, didn't look too impressive in the few fights, but at the end of the day, he still got one loss on his record. And he still can bang his ass off. Now this will be a fight. This a gauge. I mean, a range gauge between him and Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see how Felix look in this fight. I think he win. I don't think it's gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think he win. You know, and after that, we'll see what Bob Arum do with him. That's my whole thing. I'm gonna look to see how Bob Arum try to treat him after the fight. But just for us, the fight itself, it's a hell of a fight, bro. It's competitive. Nakatani is to be respected. He made Teofimo Lopez there say he don't want to fight no more tall fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Nakatani is 18-1.
That's the only loss he took against Teofimo. Yeah,
right.
But Teofimo, we're talking about after that fight, he don't want no more tall fighters. See what I'm saying? So they got to be respected in themselves. So I like the matchup, bro. I like the matchup. I want to see how Verdejo do with a tall fighter. You know what I'm saying? He might go in there and make it look easier than Teofimo, but it don't mean he can beat Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I want to see if people put the respect back on his name. You know what I'm saying? So I like the kid, dog. He had an accident. His shit could have been fucked off. He could have been, you know what I'm saying, paralyzed or anything himself. You know, but he got a second chance to come back and do something special. So I'm looking forward to see how he come along with his career. But then again, I'm looking forward to see how long he stay with Bob Arum as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be looking for that type of shit. Once somebody act like they got faith in you, then they chef your ass, ain't showing the you know what they had in you at first, and you still sticking around because you need fights and shit like that. But I'm looking forward to see how long he stay with Bob Arum. You know, so it's gonna be a good ass fight that we gonna enjoy. You know, but I'm just looking forward to see his game plan and how he handled his tall ass Nakatani. And another thing, I'm gonna see if Nakatani can knock his ass off. You know, it ain't just about Verdejo. See what Nakatani can do. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't no easy. There ain't no easy task, dog. There ain't no easy task.
Yeah, right. And the good thing about Felix Verdejo, right? His thing was always inactivity, right? He always had something going on in his career where he wasn't active. Now, if you look at Felix Verdejo's record, right? This is gonna be his third fight in 2020. This is going to be his third fight in 2020. So now we know he's active. We know that he should be in shape because he is been active. His last fight was in July, so not that long ago, you know. And he had a fight before that. I think it was in. Let me see if I can look it up. I think his fight before that was in January. So he fought in January. Excuse me. He fought in January. And he fought in July. Now he's fighting again. So if Felix Verdejo can go out there and, you know, look real good against Nakatani, he might make some noise. You know, Bob Arum gonna be on Teofimo Lopez's head to make that fight.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Roster man says, "Who is Teofimo fighting?" I'm late. Nah, Teofimo's not fighting nobody. We talking about Felix Verdejo. You know. So yeah, John.
I'm gonna say this key. Bob got his number 2 cats for Teofimo is Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Y'all want to get caught up on it.
Right. And yeah, John and Batman in the building. He say, what about Bob last night? Batman, I'm gonna get into that. We gonna get into that deep tomorrow. So the show, we gonna break all that down tomorrow. But I kind of wanted to, you know, I wanted to get into other news that's going on because there's so much stuff. it's so much of stuff that's going on in boxing, and we, you know what I'm saying, we too focused on all of that shit because it's all the same shit, saying over and over again the same shit. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm getting kind of sick of that, to keep it 100.
Yeah,
so
we talking about the hyper boxing. We're gonna talk about the fights that's coming up, bro.
yeah, you know, I don't want to talk about that today. You know, so what else we got? What else we got this weekend?
We got Shakur Stevenson.
We got Shakur Stevenson. Huh? Anthony Joshua. We gonna get into Anthony Joshua. Chris Colbert. Yeah. Well, let's talk about
Lil B-Hop.
Yeah, Lil B-Hop prime time. So you got a lot of fights that's coming on. That's real good fights this weekend. Now, another thing I want to get into, right? And I usually don't even talk about shit like this, but it's something that everybody was familiar with 3 years ago. Everybody knew it, so it ain't like I'm reporting on something new. I usually don't like to talk about shit that's personal with these fighters, you know, but everybody know about it already. But just to update on the situation. In 2017, if y'all remember, Adrien Broner, right? In 2017, if y'all remember Adrien Broner, he was on the Las Vegas Strip. When that video came out, Adrien Broner, dude was in the background like, man, AB out here tripping. He out here tripping. He going wild. And he ran up, you know, on some little white, some little dude, and he took off on him and knocked the dude out on the Las Vegas Strip. I believe that was in 2017, right? If everybody remember when AB did that. Now, so I guess AB, you know, he been going through his issues or whatever, you know, little legal stuff or whatever. But it just came out. It was reported that he's ordered to pay $4 million in that Las Vegas Strip case, right? And I ain't gonna even get into all the other stuff, but yeah, he was ordered to pay $4 million. Now, my thing is that we know that AB is saying that he got to fight. He gonna fight in January, right? He fighting in January, and you know, with all this legal stuff going on, and this $4 million, that ain't no little money. That's not no little money. My thing is I look at AB and I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, AB is in a dangerous situation right now, right? AB is in a real dangerous situation. And I'm gonna tell you why. And hit my like button. If y'all in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button. You know, AB is in a real dangerous situation because he, to me, seems like that now he's fighting strictly for the money, right? He's fighting strictly for the money. He's not fighting because, you know, he missed boxing and wants to get in there for the love of the sport. And this is just how I'm seeing it. And it might not, you know, it might not, I might be wrong. But with everything that he got going on, it's looking like that he fights strictly for the money, right? And the reason that he's in the dangerous place is because we know that he's been out of the ring for over 2 years. We know that he wasn't training, doing nothing. You know, he wasn't living no fighter's lifestyle at all. Now, when you get in there and you start fighting just for the money because you got shit going on, right? Now it's dangerous because he can go in there and say they put him in the ring with an Ivan Redkach. Ivan Redkach fuck around and beat him, right? Because that's not out of the question. Ivan Redkach fuck around and beat Adrien Broner. That's gonna be a problem, right? That's gonna be a problem. A problem for his career. That's dangerous for his career. Ivan Redkach is dangerous for Adrien Broner's career. And I know it sounds funny because we like Ivan Redkach, but Ivan Redkach, like Money said, me and Money was talking about this last night. Ivan Redkach, he stopped he stopped Devin Alexander, right? He stopped Devin Alexander. To me, AB at this point in his career, I don't see him no better than Devin Alexander at this point in his career. I mean, how good can he be coming off of over a 2-year layoff and not training and not living the fighter's lifestyle, and he's getting older, right? You can't live that same lifestyle that you living at his age when you're a fighter. You know, guys like Tank and other guys, they can get away with that shit because they much younger. But AB is what, like 31 now?
Yeah.
So yeah, so the thing is, you know, his boxing career, it's getting dangerous for him, right? It's getting dangerous. And it's gonna look real ugly if they do put him in the ring with somebody like Ivan Redkach, and Ivan Redkach beats him. That's I'm just looking at the whole situation. You know, what you think about that whole situation? You know, him having to, you know, get hit with another lawsuit in order to pay another huge amount of money, like 4 million, and then, you know, him coming back to boxing after over 2-year layoff. How you see that whole situation, honestly?
I'm like, Keith, man, I don't even talk about the personal life of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because I wish them nothing but the best out there. But damn, a $4 million lawsuit, like he said, that's life changing money. You know what I'm saying? That's life changing money. And when that's set in stone, ain't no human being gonna try to reflect from that for us, the person who receiving. You know what I mean? So when they come into the table, and if the man like, okay, you was rewarded $4 million, and you know, sometimes you can sit down with a lawyer, you can try to resort that down to a couple more, 2 million or this and that. I don't think that man go try to, you know, or say, oh well, we could sell it out for $1 million or 2 million. You know, they gonna want the whole 4 million. So that's a fucked up situation right there in itself. But looking at AB, man, it's just more another problem that he brought on himself, dog. It's another problem he brought on himself. And I hate to see him going through that situation. But like you say though, Key, if you're coming back and your heart not in it, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that he go lose the fucking Redkach, but it's a possibility you could. It's a possibility you could. Now you go in there, you do that, it's a double whammy. Because now you done won the money that you need, but now you got to pay that shit off. But you done lost all credibility in the boxing street, because if Adrien Broner lose to fucking Redkach, nobody is gonna worry about Adrien Broner no more. They really go stamp stepping stone on his name. You know what I'm saying? And that's even if you become a stepping stone after that. You know what I mean? So in his position, I hate to say I'm in it, but just on the outside looking in, he gonna have to get on his shit. He's gonna have to get on his shit and try to flash straight for at least 3 or 4 fights. He's gonna have to try that to try to get himself in position for a big fight on pay-per-view with a Keith Thurman or something of that nature. Not even on pay-per-view, just a big fight in general. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to straighten up and flash straight if this $4 million lawsuit stick to him. If it stick to him. Not saying that he's broke, not saying that he don't have it in the bank right now and this, that, and the third. But taking $4 million out your bank account is a lot of fucking money. Right. That's a lot of fucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish the dude the best, man. I wish him all the best. I hope this situation get resorted out. But like he's saying, if your heart is not into this boxing game, and if you coming back just to try to make the paper, you know what I mean, and they get a $4 million payday, $5 million payday, you got to fight somebody. You see what I'm saying? You got to fight somebody. And do they stick your ass in the ring with one of these big dogs? And you know what I'm saying? How do you respond to that?
He gonna get hurt. If they put him in the ring with somebody on the upper B or A level, he's gonna get hurt because you're not living a fighter's lifestyle. You ain't even been, you know, you wasn't in the gym, you wasn't doing nothing until just up recently.
But that's why I think he tried to come back and get a little tune up. And I know him and Regis Prograis been going at it. And with a Regis Prograis fight, he can make some good money. But you going in there on what? On heart, on determination, or you going there just saying, shit, this is a big ass payday? Because Regis ain't somebody you want to play around with. You know what I mean? Regis the motherfucker got the power to stop Adrien Broner. And that's a fact. And Regis' heart is in it. Regis trying to get back to a world title. And by me saying these things, I'm not saying Adrien Broner coming to the ring slashing, none of that nature. But we're just saying what if. And I know hypotheticals, and I don't even deal with fucking hypotheticals. But what if? You know what I'm saying? He just coming back to get the payday and say, let me get out these motherfucking situations. You see? But at the end of the day, man, I'm wishing the dude all the best, man. I'm hoping the situation get resolved in a nicely manner where he can recover. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's, like I say, not saying that he don't got it, this, that, and the third. Because like I say, you get pay-per-view checks a lot for us. Him and Manny Pacquiao, you probably still getting paper off that. But I know the paper you probably getting off that ain't equaling up to no $4 million. We know these dudes be living a high-price lifestyle and shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we'll see. We'll see. You know, Al only go help you for so long. If you keep fucking up, how long do you supposed to, you know what I mean? But like I say, this situation did happen back in the days. So maybe they knew this was coming, you know what I'm saying, Keith? Maybe they was already prepared for what was going down with this. And now it's just, the settlement coming in. Because with things like this, you know what's coming, like, because you're still going to court on it. So you know something is coming. So we don't know if they had this situation. I mean, this problem, like, okay, well, we got this for that or that for this. We don't know. So it's all speculation. But I hope he is in a good position to, to bounce back from whatever trouble that this hit him with,
Well, see, this is the thing. Regis Prograis, he better stay far away from Regis Prograis. And Regis Prograis beat the shit out of AB right now.
Yeah, I ain't saying with his first fight back, but I know that's the fight.
Yeah, I thought you said it right. Yeah, nah. No, first fight back, they might put him in.
He needed a big fight. And I'm saying that was the fight that they was talking about for him. You know what I'm saying? So come back, get him a tune up, and then go into that fight for some big money.
Right. Right. Regis, I see him putting him in the ring against somebody like Ivan Redcatch, or who else could you see them putting him in the ring with if it's not Ivan Redcatch? Because and the reason I say Ivan Redcatch is because him and Ivan Redcatch they've been it's been stories out for them to fight for a couple years now, and they've gone back and forth on Twitter, on Instagram and Twitter and all of that. So I think Ivan Redcatch is the guy, but and then we've heard AB call out Ivan Redcatch. We've heard Ivan Redcatch call him out. Who else could you see AB getting back in the ring with this coming up January?
Man, I have to go down the list because somebody want to come back and campaign at 140 and shit like that. But to me, I think AB will come back at a catch weight, 143, 144, or some shit like that.
Right.
So just look, it's a little list out there, man. I have to sit down and look, Key. I have to sit down and look.
Yes, because you got to be careful with who you put him in the ring with. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ivan Redcatch is tough. Danny Garcia couldn't get him up out of there.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Ivan Redcatch beat him. Now, before when AB was on his shit, ain't no way that Ivan Redcatch would have been able to beat him. But now, he's never gonna be the same fighter. And I don't want to sound negative because I do hate. I mean, I do hope that AB continue to get it, get his shit together and just get right. Get right. But he got a lot going on, and it's hard for his mind to even be right going into a fight with all of this shit that's going on. He got going on. You feel me?
Yep.
So man, I just hope he get it together. But like I said, he in a dangerous position right now.
I'm saying because I'm still a fan of the Negro, but I want to say at the end of the day, I don't want no. We know them sad fairy tales ending. I don't want that shit for him.
Right. And we've seen it. And with social media, we kind of seeing it play out a lot more with him. We know a lot of legendary boxers how the story played out. We ain't even got to get into that.
Right.
But I hope we ain't seeing it playing out with him. And so some more news I want to get into real quick is real quick I want to touch on is did y'all know that Ricky Hatton, right? Ricky Hatton got a son. His name is Campbell Hatton, right? Ricky Hatton got a son, Campbell Hatton, and he just signed with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom Boxing. He's 19 years old, and he's supposed to be a young phenom. Like I said, if he anything like Ricky Hatton, Eddie Hearn might got something. Did you hear about that?
Money? Yeah, I know about Ricky Hatton's son.
Yeah,
I didn't know that he signed with Eddie Hearn though. That's new news to me.
Yeah, he just signed with Matchroom. What have you heard about Ricky Hatton's son, Campbell Hatton?
I mean, I heard Ricky Hatton talking about him and things. I seen him working with him. I heard he like you're saying, they saying he's supposed to be a second coming of his daddy. Now I mean, he's saying he's supposed to have that little rough and tough style, yet to be seen. But yeah, they say he's nice though. Everybody, I mean, he getting high praises, and they not just saying because he's Ricky Hatton's son. They saying he getting high praise because his ass can fight. You know what I mean? So I was looking forward to that too, Key. I was like, okay, I see. You know, we still got to see for ourselves though. But you know, we'll see, we'll see. But him signing with Eddie Hearn, it says something. It does say something. So we'll see what Eddie do with him, what Ricky do with him, and things of that nature. But I remember seeing Ricky Hatton talk about him. You know what I'm saying? So that we'll find out if it's true or not.
Right, and it's really it's gonna be real hard, right? It's gonna be real hard to live up to his dad, to feel his daddy, to live up to all of that hype with his dad, because you know Ricky Hatton was a fucking mega superstar in the UK, a mega superstar in the UK. So that's gonna be real hard to live up to. And we know a lot of these, you know, fighters and athletes coming behind their dad, when their dad is that great, they have a problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a mental thing or what it is, but they have a problem. Or it could be like, you know, they ain't really have to come up out the mud like their parents did. You know, they came up already made, is a sense. And when you got that luxury, you know, you tend not to work as hard, because you don't know what having to work that hard is. You know, what you working for. You feel me? So Mike Oliver off in the building. Roster man, he says give him to Garcia. And then a couple people, roster man said, I think he said AB definitely fighting for the money. A lot of people saying that AB was, you know, definitely fighting for the money. Bumpy Thomas in the building. What's good? Pooh Dangles Branchy, what's happening? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been at? Corey Moe off in the building. What's happening? He said, y'all ready for the Joshua Pulev? Yeah, man, we gonna get into that. Like I said, we just going down some news, you know what I'm saying? Going down some things that y'all might not be familiar with that's going on, and then we gonna get into, you know, we gonna get into really what we want to get into, you know, the Joshua Pulev and everything. And I heard who asked me, Roxon in the building. He says, y'all know what's the deal with Holyfield Jr. It's funny that you brought up Holyfield Jr. because you know, it's been rumors that Holyfield's not a rumor. Holyfield has been calling out Mike Tyson. He wants that Mike Tyson fight next. And Holyfield Jr. actually, he just did an interview and he spoke on that. And he said that his dad has been training for a long time. He said his dad is looking real swole. His dad is ready to fight Mike Tyson. And he says that, you know, of course he's going to say this. He says that he sees his dad, you know, beating Mike Tyson. For sure, beating Mike Tyson. Now, the thing is that Holyfield is all damn near 60 years old, right? When I saw the clips of Holyfield was my favorite, one of my favorite fighters growing up, like by far, you know. But when I saw the clips of Holyfield, I don't know, I wasn't impressed, you know. I'm not going to say he looked like a 58, 59-year-old fighter, of course not. But I'm going to say that, you know, he looks in shape. Now, don't get me wrong. Holyfield looks in great shape to be 58, 59 years old. You know, I mean, you don't see guys in shape like that at his age. But what I noticed is, you know, and I really haven't seen him train like that, but we've seen clips of him hitting the mitts and stuff like that. And it's the speed. You know, I noticed with Mike Tyson, I noticed that Tyson still had a lot of speed for his age. You know, he still had that explosiveness. He still had that head movement, and he still had that speed, right? But with Holyfield, I saw that he looked way slower. You know, he looked a lot slower than we saw Tyson. And when I'm bringing up Tyson, because Tyson is they're like 4 or 5 years apart, but we got to compare them, especially if they're talking about going in the ring, fighting each other. You got to compare them. And Tyson just looked a lot more explosive from the little footage that I've been able to see. Be that bitch, she says, Holyfield is in amazing shape. Yeah, definitely. She says, nope. Angelo Gregory says, why would anybody want to fight AB? Gets his ass whooped and always say he won. Roster man says Canelo next week. Yeah, so man, and y'all hit my like button. Y'all hit the like button. So what you think about that, man? What you real quick, money, before we move on, what you think about, if Holyfield gets in there with Mike Tyson, and from the little footage that you've seen from Holyfield, what do you think about that?
And Tyson gonna knock his heads out in 2 rounds. Tyson gonna flatline Holyfield, man, if he get in that ring with him, dog. And I tell y'all, because everything Keon just said, because the speed is not there with Holyfield, the reflexes and the reaction is not gonna be there for Holyfield, dog. You understand me? And I like Holyfield, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I want to see Tyson get the 3rd fight. Goddamn me! If you get in there with him, Tyson, my guy, Tyson gonna knock his ass out. Because y'all gotta understand the mentality of Mike Tyson right now, man. It's different than other people, man. Like, he the one coming out talking about he want to fight. These people, they don't really want to fight. They looking at Mike Tyson, they seeing him doing something and him coming back and shit like that. That's Tyson's vision. Tyson really feel that shit. They don't really feel that shit. It's like Keon saying about Adrien Broner. They saying the money, they saying a lot of hype. Yeah, motivate them a little bit to get up and work out. I'm not saying they ain't staying in shape for good, but getting back in that ring is dangerous. It's really dangerous. That's why Mike Tyson was dead ass serious when he say, y'all worrying about his health, what about mine? Y'all ain't said shit about my health. I ain't been in the ring over 15, 16 years. But y'all talking about this motherfucker, oh, y'all afraid for him. What about me? If he hit me with the wrong punch, and if Holyfield going in there at this age, and I've seen everything Keon talking about. Holyfield did look slow with the reaction and shit like that. It's good to do the boxing shit to stay in shape and to work out, but to get back in that ring is one thing. It's gonna be different. If y'all think Roy Jones was tired, grabbing and holding on, and Holyfield might be in a little better shape than fucking Roy Jones, but after 2 rounds, it's gonna get hard for him after that. It's gonna get hard for him. You know what I mean? And I just feel like Mike Tyson, being who he is, just a nutcase. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he really want to do the shit. It's just gonna be different, dog. It's gonna be different. And I don't want to see Tyson hit that man with something and really hurt his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they make it happen, I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, dog, I don't see nothing Holyfield can do after 2 rounds with Mike Tyson, with all that damn energy in him. You know what I'm saying? Tyson smoking weed. Tyson doing all type of shit, dog. Like, but he's still functioning at that level for us competing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyson has really, like, when he say that shit, like, you can tell it's on his mind when he talk. Like, he want to fight, he want to do this. So these other Holyfield ain't thinking like that. Holyfield just saying the shit. Tyson made it popular, and everybody else following suit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Holyfield got nothing for Tyson right now. Especially Tyson focused too. You know what I'm saying? He focused like this. He focused. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to Mike Tyson and how you feel in the ring. Like, do I really want to do this to this man, or fuck it? He just going all out like a fucking animal, like he did against Roy Jones. I want to knock your ass out, because if he come out like he did against Roy Jones or Holyfield, he gonna knock his ass out in 2 or 3 rounds. He gonna get him out there in 2 or 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and we was just speaking about Adrien Broner, fighting for the money, right? Now that's what I think about Adrien Broner. I damn near know that Holyfield is just fighting for the money. Like, that's damn near a fact. I'm not gonna get in Holyfield's, money issues or whatever going on, but Holyfield is fighting for the money, and like I said, once again, he's almost 58. I mean, no, he's 58, almost 59, damn near 60, and he's fighting for the money right now. And the thing with, like Money said, is that Tyson is not fighting for the money. Tyson is fighting just for the love of it and, for charity and stuff. He's let it known that, like, Tyson, he got bread. Tyson doing very well. Tyson is doing very well. So I think we all can agree that Tyson is not fighting for the money. So it's 2 different mindsets. It's 2 different mindsets going into it. And Holyfield, like somebody else I seen in the chat said, look at Holyfield talk. He's taking too many punches. Holyfield took a lot of punches from cruiserweight all the way through up his heavyweight career. And Holyfield fought, on way past Tyson. Tyson was chilling and retired, and Holyfield was still fighting. They had to basically make Holyfield stop fighting, right? And this is a fact. They stopped basically sanctioning Holyfield to fight. They made him. Holyfield never even really retired. They made him retire, right? They made Holyfield retire. That and like they kind of did, they kind of blackballed him out of boxing. They was like, nah, for his health, they wouldn't even sanction no more bouts with Holyfield. And that's the thing, man. It's dangerous because like you can see that he don't talk the same. You can see that his speech has been slowed down for a long time. So man, and like I said, Holyfield, my guy. I know money. Mike Tyson is his guy, but Holyfield is my guy, and for that sake, I don't want to see Holyfield in the ring against nobody. I just don't want to see it, an exhibition fight. If Mike Tyson, because at this point, you already beat Tyson, right? You beat Tyson, you already beat him. When and a lot of people be like, well, Tyson wasn't in his prime when they fought. Holyfield was way out of his prime when they fought, so you can't use that as an excuse. I know a lot of people say that all the time. Well, Tyson wasn't in his prime. Holyfield wasn't in his prime, right? Holyfield was like a 40 to 30, 36 to 1, 40 to 1 underdog. Like, come on now. Let me see. Be That Bitch says that excuse me, she says, I said nope when you said you don't see 60-year-old men looking like Holyfield because yeah, they really don't. Nah, they really don't. Real talk. Roster says Holyfield took too much punches. Be That Bitch says Tyson is really trying not to kill you in the ring. He tries to control himself now, which is good for him, for his opponent. Laugh out loud. But Holyfield's shape is A+ visually. Yeah, the visual for a 60-year-old man, yeah. But like I said, the speed, the reaction, and all that's not there. The reflexes is not there. So man, and I heard somebody say that Evan Holyfield is fighting this weekend. I think he is. I think Evan Holyfield, he should be fighting on that DAZN card, right? Or is it Top Rank? Money. You don't.
Yeah, my mouth's on mute like a motherfucker. Yeah. I think he was Top Rank. If I'm not mistaken. I think I seen him.
Okay, yeah, he was Top Rank. So Evan Holyfield will be fighting this weekend. Look forward to seeing him. He's 4-0 right now, and look forward to seeing him. Look forward to seeing Evan Holyfield, man. Who is this clown in here? Man, let me get this dude up out of here, dog. Y'all gotta, man, y'all gotta start getting these clowns up out of here, man. Anyway, so money.
Do you got any wrenches in the thing? How many wrenches you got out there? You gotta get some wrenches out.
I got some out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got some out. I don't know, which one of them's in the building. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So, let me see. Hold on, man. Let me get some of these wrenches out, man. Hold on. Shade Girl 85, what's happening with you? Salute to you, Queen. Let me see. Let me get Drew Titan one up in here. Hold on. Let me get Leon Robinson. I'm gonna get you straight. Okay. Now, man, money. So let's go ahead and move on, because like I said, it's a lot going on that we got to talk about. Shakur Stevenson, man. I want to get on Shakur Stevenson, right? Not get on Shakur Stevenson, but get into what Shakur Stevenson has said. Of course, like we said, we all know that Shakur has a fight this coming up weekend, right? Shakur got a fight against, what's his name, Lee Boy or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Shakur got to fight this weekend, right? We all expecting Shakur Stevenson to go out there and do his thing. We know that Shakur Stevenson is going to go out. I'm going to just say we know. We already know Shakur Stevenson going to go out there. He going to look great. He going to do his thing. Shakur Stevenson recently, he talked about the Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko fight. And Shakur, and I'm gonna read y'all what Shakur had to say, but he said, ultimately, Shakur Stevenson said that Lomachenko's problem, right, in the Teofimo Lopez fight was he didn't have no heart in that fight. He said, you know what I'm saying? Where your heart at? Right? Where's your heart at? Right? He said he didn't have no heart in that fight. And this is what he had to say about Lomachenko, right? Let me get to it right here. This is what he had to say about Lomachenko, right? He said it'll be a really bad mistake, right? For Lomachenko, it'll be a really bad mistake for Lomachenko to get in the ring with him. He said it'll be a really bad mistake, and this is what Shakur Stevenson had to say about that. He says that I think that if me and Lomachenko fight, I think that it'll be an easy fight for me, right? He says, I think with all due respect, I watched that fight with Teofimo, and I don't respect the way that the way that Lomachenko fought. He says, I don't think that a man with not a lot of heart could come in the ring and do anything with me. So he's saying he ain't got no heart. He says that's just my opinion. He says I feel like heart was the problem in that fight. He says I don't think it was Lomachenko's size or his skills. He says, as everybody else was saying, he said he don't think it had nothing to do with Lomachenko's size or skills. He said it was just the heart. He says I think that heart was the biggest problem, and allow somebody to tell you how strong they are, and or see somebody else saying, basically he's saying that he think that Lomachenko allowed all of the fans and all of everybody saying, leading up to the fight, how strong Teofimo was and how hard he hits and this and that. And he said he thinks that Lomachenko came in that fight basically scared. He listened to all of that. He came into that fight scared, and he says that you can see it leading up, to the first 7-8 rounds. He said he think Lomachenko didn't have heart because he let what other people were saying on the outside get to him, right? And he said you could see it in the fight, right? And he says that it didn't have anything to do with skills or size, because he said you could tell, once he did start fighting Teofimo, he was giving Teofimo a lot of problems. But he said ultimately he don't think that Lomachenko has heart. He don't got the heart like that. And he says that, if he step in the ring with him, it's going to be an easy fight for him. And he said they better not put Lomachenko in the ring with him because, it's been talked of Lomachenko moving back down in weight. So, Shakur said he better stay where he at. Don't put him in the ring with me. That's easy work now. And we all know that Shakur Stevenson, he sparred a lot of rounds in the past when he was younger with Lomachenko. And they said, from what I hear, is when he was younger, he gave Lomachenko some real good work, and it was a high intensity chess match versus both of them, right? And Lomachenko's not getting any better, but Shakur Stevenson is getting a lot better every time he steps in the ring. So what you think about that, Money, what Shakur had to say about Lomachenko?
Man, listen, when Shakur talk, I listen. You feel me? When he talk, I listen, because that's my cat that I am. And this just me. I put all my eggs in a basket on him. You know what I'm saying? I know how some people say, we still got to see this, we still got to see that. I put all my eggs in a basket on Shakur Stevenson, bro. So that means I'm going to lose the house, the car, the dog, get kicked out the house, all type of shit. I believe in the kid, dog. I believe in him. I look at his style of fighting, bro. The way that dude fight, bro. how he going to there, his mentality, the skill set, the range and distance, the defense, and not only that, the fighters that I talk to, bro. The fighters that I talk to, right? I got my guy Ryan Allen, bro. Ryan Allen talks shit about everybody he boxed. He
Yeah,
talks about every. Oh, I whoop his motherfucking ass. Oh yeah, he spoiled Shakur. He spoiled Devin Haney. He spoiled Teofimo Lopez. He spoiled Lomachenko. He spoiled all these top motherfuckers. And
yeah.
Ryan talked a lot of fucking shit. You feel me? That nigga got to Shakur Stevenson. That shit was low. That nigga say, man, I couldn't even hit that nigga. You hear me?
He kept kicking 100 on Shakur.
Say, damn, what he did? I say, damn, Nick, what you do with Shakur? He say, I'm looking for him to talk shit. That nigga say, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I couldn't even hit that nigga, dog. He said that nigga so motherfucking good, dog. Like he like that nigga there is the real deal. And I'm
run that back for everybody.
Yeah, okay, my bro Ryan Allen, right? He talked a lot, right? He spoiled Devin Haney. He told me I whooped Devin Haney ass. He spoiled Teofimo Lopez. He said I whooped Teofimo Lopez ass. He spoiled Lomachenko. No, he didn't. Lomachenko, I think he went a few rounds, but they didn't. When he went there, they didn't let him do it. He's man, and this just ain't me talking. I got pictures with my dude with everybody, dog. He spoiled all your favorite fighters. Ryan talk a lot of shit, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm just waiting for him to get to Shakur. I'm like, nigga, what you do with Shakur? This he say, that nigga pause, and he say, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I couldn't even hit that nigga. He said that nigga so motherfucking good with his range and distance, dog. You know what I'm saying? But see, he said I got a lot better now. I want to see what I do with him now. But he said when he spoiled Shakur, he said that nigga was the toughest he ever spoiled, dog. He said he couldn't hit me. I'm gonna let you talk to him, Keith, so I can confirm everything I'm talking about.
Right. We gonna have to get him on here, man.
That nigga so good. And not only that, my guy Raymond Ford, professional fighter, signed with DAZN, signed with Matchroom, you know. I'm sorry, signed with Matchroom, you know what I mean? But he fighting on DAZN. Y'all know Raymond Ford, the up-and-coming fighter. He from New Jersey as well. He talked about Shakur Stevenson, how good that dude is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And who was that? He the #1 amateur, man. I can't get his name. Barbershop had him on the shit.
That's Keyshawn.
Keyshawn Davis, right?
Keyshawn Davis, yeah, Keyshawn.
He said he watched Shakur and Lomachenko spoil. You know what I'm saying? And he said he watched Shakur frustrate Lomachenko. But he said, you know, by Lomachenko, you know, Shakur was a little younger then. You know what I'm saying? Shakur was a little younger then. So, you know, it ain't that he got the best of him, but he was, you know, complaining to the refs and doing this and doing all that shit. But he said right now, if you put the Shakur Stevenson right now in the ring with Lomachenko, it won't even be close. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a whole different story right now. And his mindset, man, the dude mindset, like Keon just said, what's the dude's name? We just gonna call it a win because we know it's, and look, I muted the I say shit, he ain't shit but a body. He ain't shit but a body.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So and it's gonna be a hell of a ride watching him. I know a lot of people hate when we talk about Shakur like this. A lot of people still want to see it. Oh, he haven't did this. Oh, it's this and that. Okay, that's how you feel. I don't knock you. But what I think I'm looking at in the kid is something special, dog. It's something special. And I do feel like he's one out of all these young bulls. Yeah, one might be the hottest right now. One might be getting all the money right now. But I think when it comes down to it, the person that ends with the most accolades and the most notoriety is gonna be Shakur Stevenson, dog. I really feel like that.
Yeah, because he's to me, he's above all of them. You can see it. Man, I miss my man Malachi Walker in the house. He said our female is on the Holyfield Jr. card. Okay, he got a female fighter that's gonna be on the Holyfield Jr. card. So everybody, you know, he want everybody to check her out for sure. He says Fife, Fife. I mean Fife. Yeah, that's what he said. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna definitely check her out. And salute to Malachi Walker off in the building. Bernard Burton in that super chat. What's good with you, my dude? He says, what it do, Key, in the chat? Who Broner got next? I don't know, man. We know that he's saying that he's going to fight. He's going to fight in January. That's what he's saying. So we should see him fight in January or February. And I think that he's gonna fight Ivan Redcatch, but we don't know for sure yet. But anyway, man, yeah, Shakur Stevenson money. Shakur is that dude. Shakur also went on to fight. To talk about, right. So this is what's going on. Bob Arum actually said this, and then in a different interview, Shakur Stevenson, he talked about it too, separately. So Herring, Jermell Herring, and Carl Frampton, right? They're gonna fight each other. I think Bob Arum said in January or February they're gonna fight, right? So within the next couple months, Herring and Frampton are gonna fight each other, right? Shakur Stevenson, he gets to fight the winner. It's already set in stone. Shakur Stevenson is fighting the winner between Jermell Herring and Frampton, right? Now, Shakur Stevenson they asked him, well, what if Jermell Herring beats Frampton? And it's Jermell Herring that you got to fight, aren't y'all friends? Because, we've seen them, all training in Bud Crawford's gym. We know that they got a relationship with each other. And Shakur Stevenson is a different type of dog. Shakur Stevenson said, hey, this is boxing. This is a competition. He says, it ain't no friends. He says, it ain't no friends. He says, once they sign me and him up to fight, that's my enemy. He said, I don't have no friends in boxing when it comes to that. I'll fight anybody. That's a different type of energy. And you see Shakur Stevenson's confidence. You see the energy he brings. And then he has the skills to back it all up. And not only that, what we don't talk about is Shakur Stevenson has a great team around him, a great mentor team around him. He has Andre Ward around him, and he has Jay Prince, right? And a lot of people don't know a lot. Jay Prince has done a lot in the sport of boxing for a long time, right? Jay Prince was the man behind Roy Jones's career. A lot of people didn't know that, So Jay Prince is a great mentor to Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson talked about that. He was like, I don't really look up to too many people. He was like, but Jay Prince is like, he said him and Jay Prince is real close. So he has a great team around him. And having the talent that he has, that's one thing, right? But a lot of people don't talk about that you need a great team around you. We always hear Floyd Mayweather talk about it, right? We always hear Floyd Mayweather talk about, his career and, how he has a great team around him. So like Money was saying, I think that Shakur is going to be the last man standing, if you want to, kind of put it that way. Out of all of the young crop coming up, I see Shakur Stevenson. He going to be that guy. Shakur Stevenson is going to be the one. I really think that. He got everything that he needs. He got the team and everything. Now, the only thing is that, and I think that him having a great team around him will help him out with being on Top Rank. Because we all know once you get to a certain level with Top Rank, you either got to leave Top Rank, go on your own, or you're going to be stuck over there in a Terrence Crawford situation. But the difference between the Terrence Crawford situation, right, and Shakur Stevenson is the team that Shakur Stevenson has around him. And Corey Moe, I got you for sure. And that's just how I see it. What's your final thoughts on that, Money? Money, you're on mute.
I'm heard. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. It's gonna be like, but I don't think they're gonna let Bob do him over like that. And then I don't want to talk about no death number. We don't know how long. I ain't gonna say that shit. But in the future, I think, like you say, with that team, with Jay Prince, with Andre Ward on the side, things of that nature, I think they're gonna move him right now. I don't think they're gonna let him get fucked over in the situation. But it will come a time if you still sitting on Top Rank and you can't get the fights, because a dude asked Bob about why he couldn't get the Oscar Valdez fight, but I didn't hear it all the way through. So that's why I'm with Key. I'm gonna go back and go listen to the whole interview with Bob Arum. We can come back and give a thorough breakdown. But if you're sitting over there and they not giving you the big fights, you know what I'm saying, like the Oscar Valdez and Jermell Herring, we know he's a mandatory for that already. But You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting up here as a champion, and just because I'm this damn good and I'm not getting the big fights, then he gonna have to make a move, and he got to go to somebody else. And that's when you start betting on yourself, and then you start whooping motherfuckers' ass. And then, like I say, just like Earl Spence, the table will turn for him. The tables will turn for him. But I still feel like with that team with him, you know, I think they go put some shit in play to make sure that he don't get fucked over like some of these other fighters, sitting back, wait, trying to get the fight, knowing you deserve the fight, but you're not getting the fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, by Bob being a promoter, you know, you still have the power to put this name on the table in front of these dudes and say, all right, motherfucker, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? This man did this, he did that. It's time for y'all to fight him. It's time for y'all to fight him because he's about to be a 2-division world champion already. You know what I'm saying? So the sky's the limit for the kid, man. The sky's the limit for him. Like we like everything about his demeanor, how he talk. The nigga, he hungry. He know what he possesses inside himself. He's not begging down from no smoke at all. He want the best of the best. He want the best of the best. And I think in the future, like I say, I feel like when everybody's career is over, and all these young bulls, and I like a lot of these young bulls, I still think Shakur Stevenson gonna have the most accolades. I think he gonna have the most notoriety when it's all said and done. But I like the kid. Still got to be done. But I think he's the future, kid.
Yeah, me too, man. I definitely do, man. Yeah, man. I think that he's the future by far. Like to me, when I see him, and salute to Renee Box Young off in the building. What's up with you? Mr. De Niro off in the building. What's up with it? Bernard Burton off in the building. Fight Night Elite off in the building. What's happening with it? Yeah, man. I just when I'm looking at Shakur and I look at Devin Haney and I look at Tank Davis and I look at Ryan Garcia and just all of the young fighters, and I just see Shakur Stevenson, man. He's different, man. He's different, and I know everybody like knockouts and all of that, but Shakur, he got the whole arsenal. He can stop. He got punching power where he can't stop you. He can outbox you. He's hard to hit. He don't get hit. He has great, tremendous footwork. It's he just got the whole arsenal. He got the whole arsenal, man. He knows how to fight at the mid-range level better than any of them do, you know. So it's just he has a whole great arsenal. Man, get this dude Douglas Wallace up out of here, please. This clown up out of here. But yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson, he's the next big thing, man. Now, money. We've been hearing a lot about Virgil Ortiz wanting to fight Terrence Crawford, right? Been hearing a lot about Virgil Ortiz wanting to fight Terrence Crawford, right? And recently, Virgil Ortiz has come out again talking about and Oscar De La Hoya, right? Oscar De La Hoya is saying that now he's saying that he'll make that fight, right? He's saying that he'll make that fight. Wait, who is this dude? It's a fake 503 line off it, trying to get in here.
Nah, I think that was the real fight. I sent him the link. I shot him the link. That's 503.
Okay, bet. Okay, but I'm trying to get him in. He can't get in. I don't know. Oh, he back out. But yeah, so Oscar De La Hoya is saying that he's willing to let Virgil Ortiz fight Terrence Crawford, right? And Virgil Ortiz, he talked about it, and he says that the Terrence Crawford fight with himself is the easiest big fight to be made right now. He says that's the easiest big fight to be made because he went on to talk about Errol Spence, and he says, that's not a fight right now. Looking at, and by the time he is wanting to fight, or if that fight is possible to happen, he said by that time he thinks that Errol Spence will be at 154. And he talked about, everybody else, right? Talked about Sean Porter there, but he said Terrence Crawford is the fight that he wants right now. And he also said that, he said it's an easy fight to be made. And Oscar De La Hoya is acting like that he's, down to make that fight, right? He acted like he down to make that fight. So man, what's good with it? 503. 503 in the building. What's
good with
it?
it? What's good with it? Everything boxing and sports. What's good? What's good, man? What's good, money? Appreciate you for shooting that link too, money. I've been listening to y'all boys chop it up, man. Y'all boys been going in. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was cooking on that Shakur shit, man. I think I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Shakur gonna have a great 2021, man. He might break out before Dev and really get like a big fight. Because I was listening to the barbershop. Yeah, I was listening to that barbershop last night, man, and Bob was saying that he ain't really pressed for making that Teofimo fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. But I know Shakur the mandatory for Frampton and Jamal Herring, man. I think he beat both of them, bro. Easy work.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That's going to happen. He gonna fight the winner for sure.
Yeah, man. I just want, I just really want bro to get that Miguel Burch fight, man. Yeah, Valdez been ducking him for a while.
Yeah, Shakur talked about that too, man. He talked about that too, and that's the fight that he's ultimately looking for. He wants after he fights the winner of Frampton and Jamel Herring, he wants the winner of the Valdez damn, man. I don't know why I lost the name.
Burchell.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. He could have a huge 2021. 2021 could be huge for Shakur Stevenson, and he could surpass all of them, you know, just by his resume alone. But man, what I was talking about before you came in, man, we were getting into the Virgil Ortiz, right? And I'll just go over it real quick again, and then I'm gonna let Money cook on, and then I'm gonna get your take on it, right? So Virgil Ortiz comes out again, and he says that he wants a Terrence Crawford fight, and he says that's the easiest big fight that can be made. You know, he talked about, you know, by the time, you know, he think an Errol Spence fight could be made, Errol Spence would be already at 154. He talked about Porter, but, you know, he talked about, you know, all of them top guys, but he said right now it's Terrence Crawford. And he says that you know, business-wise, that's an easy fight to make. And Oscar De La Hoya said that he's willing to let that fight happen. He's willing to put Virgil Ortiz in the ring with Terrence Crawford. So, you know, we've been hearing Terrence Crawford's name linked to a lot of people, but, you know, I like that fight. I think it's too early, personally, for Virgil Ortiz. But if they were to put Virgil Ortiz in the ring with Terrence Crawford, I think that Virgil Ortiz would be his toughest opponent to date. I really do think that. So what you think about, you know, Money, what you think about what Virgil Ortiz had to say and what Oscar De La Hoya is saying, and, you know, just the whole situation?
Listen, I like Virgil Ortiz, man. I like the punching power on the kid. I give him that. He got some little power. He been knocking out what he should do. He's not ready for no Terrence Crawford right now. I don't think that'd be no Terrence Crawford toughest opponent, bro. I think he going there, he look okay, but I think Terrence Crawford beat the shit out of Virgil Ortiz, just like I think Errol Spencer beat the fuck out of him. I think, you know, people look at Crawford, and like I say, with the 147-pound division, and I ain't saying, oh, hold these kids back or don't let them go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm at the point now to where if y'all feel like these kids ready and y'all want to throw them out there with them boys and see what they doing, motherfuckers want to talk about that shit out of old days. You know, this person with this age, this person was, when they fought each other, they was 20-something apiece. Now I'm saying when Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearn fought, they both of them was in their 20s. You got a well-seasoned school motherfucking killer in Terrence Crawford. They don't give a fuck about you in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Virgil Ortiz, he got some good skill. He got a good skill set. He got good punching power. I haven't seen him outbox nobody. I haven't seen that type of shit out of him to where, you know, once you get in there and you ain't the fastest, you ain't the strongest, you ain't the biggest, what you gonna do? You put Virgil Ortiz in the ring with Terrence Crawford right now, Terrence Crawford gonna beat the fuck out of Virgil Ortiz, bro. He gonna beat the fuck out of him. I'm telling you. He gonna go in there, and once he see that he can't fuck with him on the skill level, he gonna get to looking for that one big punch. And once he get to looking for that one big punch, it's gonna be over for him. It's gonna be over for him. Terrence Crawford go tear his little ass up, bro. I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see him grow the right way. I'm telling you, it's like when you're that young and you seeing these other bulls and the young bulls in the other divisions shining. You see Teofimo just beat Lomachenko. You see Tank Davis getting millions of dollars. You see this fight again this. You see that fight again that. In their division, Boots and Virgil looking like, okay, we feel like we skillful as well too. We feel like we can do it. But the thing is, them are different hungry lions in the Pride Land, dog. With Earl Spencer and Terrence Bud Crawford. That's a different Pride Land. That ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's a different Pride Land. They not finna let you come through and take shit. You're not finna come through and take shit right now. And that's what I'm saying out of Earl Spencer, Terrence Bud Crawford. Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis not finna come through and take shit right now. They not. It's just not finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Both of them dudes are still hungry. Both of them are still hungry. Both of them are still in their prime. You see, they not losing a step. It's not, oh, okay, my dude's looking good. They losing a step. They went through a war. Let me put them in there, and we got an opportunity to catch these motherfuckers. No, that ain't this. That ain't this, bro. You put them boys in there with them dudes right now, they'll get their ass toe down. Boost might last longer, but Virgil Ortiz, I'm telling you, he get in there and he get fucked around. He'll get to looking for that one punch because he's not really strong physically. He got a great punch on him. Physically, he's not that strong right now. Physically, you know what I'm saying? And you put that kid in there with Terrence Bud Crawford right now, and De La Hoya just talking shit. De La Hoya not stupid. He's not stupid.
I don't think you put him in there.
Yeah, he go talk that shit like that because he knows it's good exposure for Virgil Ortiz and things of that nature. But when it comes down to signing that contract and put him in there, and Terrence Crawford won't take the fight. And that's a fight I won't be pissed off for him not taking because he gets nothing from it. He gets nothing from it. But De La Hoya, he gonna talk that good shit because he knows it's exposure for Virgil Ortiz. It's good for Virgil Ortiz to be mentioned in the lights of a Terrence Bud Crawford. It's good for Virgil Ortiz to be mentioned in the light of an Earl Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, you can talk about him with these two killers. Oh, that's recognition. Oh, he's this, he's that. Okay, let's stick him in on with this fighter, not them. But if you was to put Virgil Ortiz in a ring with Terrence Bud Crawford right now, with Terrence Bud Crawford mentality, and Terrence gonna say, okay, y'all want to play? He go fuck that kid career up. He go fuck the career up. And hopefully he don't fuck it up too bad to where he can recover because he's young. But I'm telling you, dog, Bud will beat the fuck out of Virgil Ortiz right now, bro. But that's my take on Virgil Ortiz and Terrence Bud Crawford.
But let me ask you before I give it to 503, let me ask you something. Now, I heard you say that you don't think that Virgil Ortiz will beat Terrence Crawford's toughest opponent to this day. Me, I gotta disagree because I think I like, man, Virgil Ortiz. He a hell of a fighter. Now I agree with you. Terrence Crawford will beat the shit out of him. I think that Terrence Crawford will beat the shit out of Virgil Ortiz. But as far as Terrence Crawford's best opponent, I think it would be. I don't see nobody else on Terrence Crawford's resume that I think that could beat Virgil Ortiz. I don't see nobody on his resume that I could say, okay, if you put him in the ring with Virgil Ortiz, he'll beat Virgil Ortiz. I think Virgil Ortiz beats all of them dudes, but I do think that Terrence Crawford beats him.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. But so just by saying he's because it looked good on paper, 16-0, 16 knockout set, whatever his record is, and just because he can go on there and beat everybody on Terrence Crawford's resume, it still don't put him in the lights. Like you said, it still don't put him in the lights or beat Terrence Crawford because we'll say he can beat all those opponents, but we don't know. It might be some tough, rocky fights in there with him. He might edge some of them out, but I ain't worrying about what he can do to the opponents. Cause I'm talking about if you put his ass in there with Terrence Bud Crawford right now, with the mentality of Bud right now, that kid gonna get fucked around. He gonna get fucked around, and his career gonna get derailed. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it's good for them to mention him in the light of Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence Jr. It's good for the exposure, especially what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So his fan base can look at him and say, yeah, see, we talking about him with Bud and Earl right now at 21, 22 years old. So they just tell you what type of level he's on. Yeah, it's good for the exposure and to write about the shit, but to actually put him in the ring with Terrence Bud Crawford right now, Bud to chop that damn kid down, bro.
So you saying that you don't think it'll be a competitive fight? I think it won't be a
competitive fight at all, in my opinion. It won't be.
I've seen Virgil Ortiz, right? I've seen Virgil Ortiz, and Virgil Ortiz is a very good fighter. I'm not gonna shit on Virgil Ortiz and act like he's just a fucking Rudy Poo and he just gonna go in there and lay down with Terrence Crawford.
I never did lay down, Keith.
I think it'll be a very competitive, good fight. But I do think that Terrence Crawford, eventually will, break him down in the later part of the fight, and just Terrence Crawford just be too much for him. He'll be too much for him. But I think it'll be a very competitive fight for a while. I mean, you look at Benavidez. Look at when Crawford fought Benavidez. That was a competitive, very competitive fight, right? For a long while in that fight, it was real competitive, right? And I think Virgil Ortiz is better than him, but that's just my opinion. 503, what you got on that whole situation?
I mean, I get what Money trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he look at it a little bit different from both of us. But truth be told, I know Virgil is number 2 in the WBO rankings, right under Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly, I know Virgil ain't gonna fight Mikey because he number 3 because they're in the same stable, in the Garcia stable. I would like to see him fight a guy like Castillo Clayton before he just jump in there with a dude like Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He really haven't just fought the upper echelon of competition. But like you say, KT, I think the fight will be competitive. Virtually, I think Bud will do enough to win, but I'm not just gonna sit up here and say that he gonna walk through Virgil Ortiz because hell, he didn't walk through Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? He stopped Mean Machine, but I mean Mean Machine gave him a rough tough fight, bro. He went some rounds with him. You know what I'm saying? He walked through Kell Brook, but up until that time he caught that punch in the 4th round, he hit him with that right hand. Kell Brook was arguably winning the fight. So I'm not just gonna sit up here and say, oh, Bud beat the fuck out of Virgil Ortiz. Nah, bro, he ain't just gonna come in there and beat the fuck out of Virgil Ortiz. Nah, I don't think that. But to be honest with you, that's not the fight I want to see. I want to see Bud versus Boots. That's the fight I want to see. And I want to see Virgil Ortiz versus Errol Spence Jr. I think stylistically, Boots is a better matchup for a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford. Well, you don't have Money Brown TV saying it's a one-sided beatdown. Because that's what most people probably going to say anyway. Because, they think highly of Terrence Crawford's skill set, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think stylistically, they both switch hitters. I mean, Jerron Boots Ennis like to stand in southpaw stance. He long, he rangy. You know what I'm saying? They styles are so similar. I just want to see who could out southpaw each other. You know what I'm saying? Because Jerron is a long, strong guy, young, hungry, determined, just like Virgil. I just think he a little bit more technically sound than Virgil. But they both got the young man factor playing in. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see Virgil versus Errol Spence, bro, because that's a great fight for my state, for Texas. Because Virgil is from Grand Prairie, Earl is from Dallas. Grand Prairie and Dallas is right next to each other. Grand Prairie is like a little small city. You know what I'm saying? But if you bring Virgil and Errol Spence together, bro, it'll be just like Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, but at a high level. Because I know for that fight, Virgil ain't gonna pull no Mikey Garcia. Virgil's gonna come up in there and try to beat Earl. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight that I would like to see. But I know for a fact Oscar would do that because that's a great opportunity for him to make some more money. You know what I'm saying? And put his fighter out there. I think it's a lower reward for Terrence Crawford, but if you do it with Errol Spence, I mean it's a high reward in my opinion. But either ways it go, man, I'm down for any of these young fighters. That'd be my shit, bro. I'd be down for any of these young fighters to step in the lion's den with these champions. Like when a lot of niggas was saying, like even y'all was saying, man, Lomachenko gonna beat Teofimo. I was the only nigga saying, nah, bro, Teofimo got him. Teofimo got him.
You right.
And so I'm always down for the young guns getting up with the champions. That's my shit. I think that's what boxing is all about, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the young lion get in there with the old lion and make the best man win. That's what make boxing. You know what I'm saying? So either ways it go, man, I'm down for it either way, bro. But that's all I got, bro.
But let me say this. when we looking at Earl Spencer, we looking at Turnbull Crawford. We're not looking at no old man, bro. That's what I'm saying. These is not no old man. These is motherfuckers in their prime. We gotta understand this, bro. I like Virgil Ortiz. I like Bruce Ennis. Virgil Ortiz won't do shit with Earl Spence. He won't do shit with. I'm telling you, bro. It's different with the physicality in that ring, bro. With Earl Spence pressure on that kid, man. He got a good punch. I get that to Virgil Ortiz. He got a good punch. He got a good jab, bro. The physicality and the pace Earl Spence go get to that boy, it's gonna be nasty, bro. And I disagree, Fab. I don't think Virgil Ortiz, and I do think it can be a big fight. I don't think it's bigger than it won't be bigger than the Mikey and the Earl, right? I mean, bigger than the Mikey and the Earl right now. Virgil still got some work to do, and I understand he's from Texas and things of that nature, but he still got some work to do to get to that level. But when we looking at like that's why I say Bruce Ennis will last longer than Virgil Ortiz with them dudes. But I'm telling y'all, bro, his style is not. He's not defensive sounded to stop what Turnbull Crawford go do to him. He's not defensive sounded enough to stop what Earl Spence Jr. is gonna do to him. He's just not. He got a good offense. We don't really know about his defense. And once Earl put the pressure on his ass, dog, and started jabbing his ass and getting low, and once he see that his power can't, like if his power can't affect them boys, you don't know what he's going to react to. You don't know what he's going to react to, bro. It's going to be different than with them dudes, dog. It look good outside the ring because you get in there and you're doing what you're doing to the opponents you're supposed to be doing it to. But once you get in there with that top level fighters, with them dudes' mindsets right now, bro, that shit, it ain't going to be the same, bro. They not going to take that fight with Virgil Ortiz. Earl Spence not going to take it because he's not going to get nothing from it. Bud Crawford not going to take it because he's not going to get nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? The fight right now is either Manny Pacquiao or them. That's the type of level that they on. It's good. It sound good because they making their names with these dudes and it giving them the publicity that they want. And I do agree. I'm not pissed off at them wanting to fight. I'm not pissed off at them wanting to fight with these dudes. You're supposed to do that. Because I'm saying, like I said, they see the young boys doing what they doing. Like you said, what Teofimo just did to Lomachenko. Lomachenko's style is not the same as the Earl Spencer and Turnbull Crawford. Them dudes has an offense that want to hurt your ass. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko want to outskill you, but he'll bang with your ass. But that's the smaller weight class compared to this bigger weight class. That shit is totally two different situations. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence will walk him down, maul him out. And yes, they might have some little success in the ring. I'm not saying they're going to go in there and not have no success. But once them dudes get going, once Earl Spence get going, once Turnbull Crawford get going, it's not going to be close. It's not going to be close. And once they turn that shit on and they start pressing and they make their adjustments, that shit gonna get ugly for Virgil Ortiz, bro. Now Boots Ennis, he might last longer because Boots he's a different type of fighter. Boots he can play with his legs and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Where he can even survive in a fight. Boots can even survive them dudes, but I don't think Virgil Ortiz survived either or. That's just me. I don't think Virgil Ortiz survived Earl Spence Jr. I don't think Virgil Ortiz survived Turnbull Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Sound good because his name being mentioned with him. Actually in the ring, no, that's a no-go for me.
Okay, I feel that, bro. But at the end of the day, only way these fighters is gonna ever, these young boys is gonna, when they go up against, and when I say old, I mean not like old and dry washed up. I mean like they older. You know what I'm saying? Of course they in their prime, bro. But let's just keep it G real. Earl Spence 30 years old, right? Crawford 33. They only got, I say, a good probably, they gonna probably box today, what, 30, 35, 36? You know what I'm saying? I that's what I see. I don't see niggas fighting till they 40 and shit like that. I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So by the end of what, 2025, 2026, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is gonna be out the door, bro. You gotta understand that. Virgil Ortiz, early 20s. Boots Ennis, 23. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna be running the game eventually. Only way we gonna ever find out how good these dudes is, bro, is if they fight somebody, bro. Same thing with Teofimo Lopez, bro. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know how good Teofimo Lopez was until he finally got in the ring.
Right.
Go.
Right.
You know same fucking thing, bro. We didn't know how good motherfucking Wilder was till he fought Bermain Stavern. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas gotta fight, bro. It's the same thing. Even with Shakur Stevenson, we don't know. We got all the hope and faith and hype in Shakur Stevenson, but we don't know how good Shakur Stevenson is until he fight a Miguel Burchett or a Tank Davis or a Lomachenko. It's the same thing with him. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the business of just saying that these old heads gonna just run through these young dudes, bro. It don't always work like that. Now, sometimes it do. Sometimes these young boys, they still be wet behind the ears, and you know the old head beat them down, catch them. You know what I'm saying? Catch them on the right night. But sometimes these young boys, they come through and they ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is different, bro. So I feel what you're saying, Money, but at the end of the day, I gotta see it to believe it, bro. Because the reason why I say that is because my problem with Terence Crawford is, and this is specifically with Terence Crawford, every fight that he get in, bro, what we always say, we say the same thing. This is his best fight thus far. This is his best opponent. This is his best, and we saying this about a young boy, Virgil Ortiz. Come on, bro. So we gauging Terence Crawford. Every fight, every top name he get in the ring with, potentially get in the ring with, we say, oh, well, that's Terence Crawford best fight. So how good is he really? Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know.
I'm gonna just say this, right? I don't think Errol Spence nor Terence Crawford just run through him like he ain't shit.
Facts.
I think Virgil Ortiz gives Errol Spence and Terence Crawford a real good competitive fight. I think they both beat him, but I'm not just going to sit up here and be like, oh, they just run. Because how can you sit up there and say that both of them just run through him like that? What have you seen to tell you that? You just going off of just, oh, well, that's Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You can't do that because you haven't seen nothing that tells you that they'll just run through him. But I agree with what 503 was saying.
What defense have Virgil Ortiz showed you to keep Terence Crawford and Errol Spence?
I agree with what 503 was saying when he said, at some point, we got to know what these fighters are. You got to put them in the ring so we know who they is. You know?
I'll ask you a question. What defense have Virgil Ortiz showed you to keep Errol Spence and Terence Crawford off his ass?
Virgil Ortiz has an all-around game to me. You talking like just Virgil Ortiz is just he ain't shit. He just
I never said Virgil do that. Shit. I never said he wasn't shit. I said you
kind of sounded like that. You're not giving the man no type of credit.
They're gonna run through him, dog. I'm telling you. Now y'all looking at Virgil Ortiz, I get it. I see what y'all want to say. Oh, yeah, he got, like I say, the dude got a good offense, bro. I don't take that away from him. He got a good offense, he got a good jab, he got a good punch. Right? He got a good punch. But Errol Spence and the people he knocked out, he was supposed to do that too. He was supposed, and I'm not saying that, oh, just because he did it don't mean that power ain't real. Because I always said his power is real. He got power. But bro, these dudes has been hit already. So I'm looking at it like this, dog. He get into that ring and he hit them.
Say the same thing for Boots.
Let me say this, dog. He get into that ring, dog, and he don't have no defense to keep them dudes off his ass. He's not gonna be the more physical, stronger fighter in that ring.
Yeah,
bro.
have you seen him not have no defense?
He's not going to be the more physical, stronger fighter in that ring, bro.
I'm saying, when have you seen him have no deep? Nobody said that he was going to be the physical strong fighter. We all agreed that both fighters would beat him, but you trying to act like that Terence Crawford would just run through him.
Okay, that's what you and 503 see. I can respect that, but I'm telling you what I see, bro.
Yeah.
What I see. So when I see that man in the ring, and I see that man really don't have no defense like that, dog, and I'm looking at Virgil Ortiz, and I'm saying, okay. I'm not saying that his offense is his defense. I'm not saying he's no fucking Maurice Hooker. I'm not saying he's no fucking the guy that Maurice Hooker fought from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Alex Alfredo. I'm not saying he's them dudes, but I still don't see that kid being physically strong enough and having a great defense to keep Errol Spence and Turnbull Crawford off his ass once them dudes heat up, dog. I just don't see it. I understand what y'all want to say. Yes, we won't know where he's at until you get into the ring with this fighter. We won't know where he at until we gauge him with this fighter. Yeah, that's true. But if you put him in there right now with Errol Spence Jr., you put him in there right now with Turnbull Crawford, right now with both of them dudes in their prime, with those dudes' mindsets and mentality right now wanting to be undisputed. You understand what I'm saying? These dudes want to be undisputed. You're not catching them slipping. You're not catching them slipping. So you're not going to put a kid in there that's still green, in my opinion, that's still green, and think he's going to go in there and say, oh, I'm going to make this competitive. Yeah, he's going to have some little success, but once them dudes turn that offense on his ass, it's going to be over for him, bro, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, y'all can feel how y'all feel about the situation. I can respect that. But when
we feel that they'll both beat him, but the fight will be competitive.
Right. Right, because
you said something about Gamboa.
Nah, bro.
What did he say?
No, I said, all we're saying is that we feel that the fight gonna be competitive, but he gonna lose both fights. I said Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford gonna both beat his ass, but it's gonna be competitive.
Yeah, I said I respect y'all opinion on how y'all think the fight gonna go. I just said how I feel like the fight gonna go, bro. That's just how I feel like the fight gonna go. I don't think I feel like once them dudes turn their offense up on his ass, dog, it ain't gonna be competitive. It ain't gonna be competitive at all. That's just me. That's just me. And I'm not saying that I'm right, but I'm just saying that's just how I feel right now with them talking about making the fights happen right now with a Turnbull Crawford with his mentality right now. A kill or be killed, I don't give a fuck. With an Earl Spence mentality right now, the kill or be killed, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying Virgil don't got that motherfucking competitiveness, and I'm not saying Virgil don't want the fight. I respect Virgil 120%. But what I see out of Earl Spence and Turnbull Crawford right now, yeah, that kid, he ain't gonna last, in my opinion. He ain't gonna last.
Well, so you think right now that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford stop Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis?
I think they stopped Virgil Ortiz. I say Boots Ennis could last because he got better legs. He can move around the ring. But right now, yes, 503. I think Earl Spence and Turnbull Crawford stopped Virgil Ortiz.
Well, how you saying that? You never seen him be stopped before.
Keon, that's my opinion, bro. That's how I see the fight playing out. That's how I see the fight playing out.
So money know me. So my thing, and you can't agree to this, money. What do I always say? When we've never seen a fighter hurt or knocked down or stop. I always say you can't put that jacket on them and say, oh, well, such and such is going to stop him. You cannot put that jacket on the fighter. This is me speaking for me. I think that you can't put a jacket on the fighter and just say, oh, so he going to go in there and get stopped by, because where are you getting that from? Where are you seeing that somebody's going to stop him when you never seen him knocked down or you never seen him stopped by nobody? So that's just how I feel. You can't just put that jacket on somebody like they're going to get stopped. Because it's tough, like Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, other cats. You're just not going to stop them. And Virgil Ortiz could be one of those guys because we don't know. We've never seen him be stopped or be knocked down or be hurt. So I'm not just going to say that if he go in the ring with Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, they're going to stop him. I can't say
you brought up Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, those type of fighters, but you haven't seen Virgil Ortiz in the ring with the caliber of fighters that they
know that. But I'm saying that we haven't seen anything today. Saying that he's gonna get stopped.
We never seen him in the ring with those calibers of fighters that they fought. So all I'm saying is, if you want to take the caliber of fighters that Virgil Ortiz fought right now and say, okay, that's enough to put him in the ring with Earl Spence Jr. and Turnbull Crawford, be my guest, man. Be my guest. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holding no hands. You want to take the training wheels off? Go ahead, put him in there. All I'm saying is I haven't seen enough out the kid defensive-wise for when Earl Spence Jr. offense get to going and when Turnbull Crawford offense get to going, that kid have enough to keep them off his ass and to stop what they doing. And I feel like both of them would stop Virgil Ortiz, bro. That's just my opinion. But I respect y'all opinion as well.
All right, 503. What's your final words on this before we move on?
I mean, look, man, I respect Money Brown like a motherfucker. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not jacking what he's saying right now. Like Virgil Ortiz is a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? and I'm not gonna, like you say, I'm not gonna put the jacket on him just yet till I see it. You got to show and prove with me, and truth be told, I think the training wheels is already off these guys, bro. Especially Boots, because Boots is finna fight. He finna fight Chris Van Herden. That's one of Errol Spence's old opponent, man. One of his toughest opponent to date. I mean, shit. He was standing toe to toe with Errol Spence, and bro, he did, bro. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is he beat him up, but the referee he didn't knock him out, bro. He did knock him out. He didn't knock him out. It was a TKO. The referee stopped the fight because of the excessive punishment. You know what I'm saying? He did, bro. But he was he not standing toe to toe with Errol Spence? Yes or no?
Because I like Chris Verdejo. I like this.
That's the question.
He tried to fight. Yeah, he tried to fight, but he had nothing for EJ. He had nothing for him.
But is he not a tough opponent for Jaron Boots Ennis at this very point?
I'm not gonna say he's not. I like Chris Verdejo. I like I said, I read it. Like if you look at him and you look at Thomas Delorme, I think Thomas Delorme might have been a better at this stage right now.
Right.
I still think Chris Verdejo might be the best opponent on his resume right now. So I'm not knocking it. It's a fill-in fight at that. So it ain't like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fill-in fight. But at the same time, yeah, he tough. He tough. That's a good. Like I say, he's a good. But I don't want to say like this. I don't want to say he's a gauge finder with Errol Spence because it's Chris Verdejo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say
no.
Not you, because I keep saying people keep saying, oh, this is one of Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to say this is one of Errol Spence opponents from back when. You know, that was way back when EJ was on the ride. Just
6 years ago.
Yeah, that was like in 2015.
Yeah, and I'm just saying people keep saying that. So it ain't like he's coming right behind EJ and fighting him. This is way down the line. But I'm not pissed off. I do like it though, because I like at one point in time, Chris Verdejo was trained by Freddie Roach, you know. But Freddie Roach, when he saw the Errol Spence fight for whatever reason, he stood down for it. I don't know what happened with that situation, but he stood down because he could have been a trainer, but he didn't train him. I don't know if he had something going on already or not, you know. So for Freddie Roach to see something in you, you got to have some type of skills. And I like Chris, but you know, it's a gauge finder for Boots. You know what I'm saying? This just out there. I'm talking about for other people who want to say this is one of Errol Spence's opponent. Like he wasn't one of Errol's toughest opponents, to where it's like he went out there and did some good shit because like Errol walked through the boy, was beating the shit out of him, man. Eventually he would have stopped him. The ref like the boy just taking too much punishment. But you know, I like it for Boots. It's a fill-in fight. If you ask me who win between Thomas Delorme and Chris Verdejo, I would have picked Thomas Delorme. So I really like the Thomas Delorme better for Boots, but you know, COVID fucked it up. But it's a fill-in fight. Boots get to still fight and show his skill set. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it turns out. It's a good scrap for him.
Well, I mean, talking about that fight real quick, man. We got to think Chris Van Herden is like 33, and he ain't fought in a year and a half.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And Boots Ennis has been he's been fighting
active.
So that's gonna be a factor. What you see, and I don't really I'm not giving him that much credit for being in the ring with a Chris Van Herden that hasn't been active. You know what I'm saying? Right. I need to see him in there against, you know, some, you know, maybe B level competition, maybe C+ level competition that's active, that's fighting at least. Chris Van Herden ain't fought in over a year and a half.
About I like the Josécito Lopez fight for Key. I really like that fight for him, dog. Josécito Lopez.
That's a good fight. Yeah. That's a good fight to gauge Boots Ennis, right? That's a good fight for Boots. But Chris Van Herden, like I said, the man ain't even been active. When you 33 and 34 and up in there like that, and you not active, how on do you think he gonna be? He ain't gonna be at his best like when he was. He's not gonna be nowhere near what he was when he fought Errol Spence almost 6 years ago. So you can't gauge that. We're not gonna be able to gauge that fight at all. You know, Boots. They need to do better with Boots, man.
Yeah, but we still gotta remember though, Key, that was a replacement. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that short period of time. You know what I'm saying? You know, real fighters that want to have a chance, they'd be like, nah, I ain't fucking around with no Boots Ennis on this short period of time. So him being out the ring, he like, fuck it, I need a paycheck. I'll go in here and fight this young, hungry motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because Thomas Delorme was the fight. You know, a week out before the fight happening, it's hard to try to get opponents. So that's just a quick fill-in and shit, just so Boots could continue to fight, you know, and trying to fill up the card.
But even to me, even Thomas Delorme, if you giving Boots all this hype, right? And Boots is what, like 28-0, 27-0 already?
27-0 with 25 stoppages.
He damn near got the same record as Errol Spence already. Yeah. If you even put him in there with Thomas Delorme, I need to see more. Like, what is you doing? You know, because we just talking about Virgil Ortiz. We got to think Virgil Ortiz is only 22. And I think Virgil Ortiz has a better resume already than Boots.
I agree.
You know, so I mean, Thomas Delorme, him going in there and beating Thomas Delorme, that ain't going to impress me. And I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real.
But I think Thomas Delorme might be the better opponent on either resume.
Yeah, you probably could. I guess you could say that. I don't know. I just ain't never been too high on Thomas Delorme, but you know, he's straight. He cool. He a solid fighter. You know, he's a solid fighter. You know, but he's been beat several times. You know, I think he got like 4 or 5 L's on his record.
I like his competitive nature.
And then Thomas Delorme, we forgetting he just fought Jamal James and lost and got his ass beat. Jamal James just beat the shit out of Thomas Delorme. So for them to turn around and put him in the ring with Boots just after we seen Jamal James beat the shit out of him, what is that really saying if you even go in there and beat Thomas Delorme? Like, they need to step this shit up with Boots. I'm sick of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? They should have put Boots in there with Jamal James. Put him in there with Jamal James. What's the problem?
Yeah. Or even a Ray Robinson, dog.
Yeah, even Ray Robinson, right? But Ray Robinson, he's been very inactive too. I want to see him in there against another cat that's younger, that's been active. Like Jamal James, that's a perfect opponent for him. He just beat Thomas Delorme. I don't understand why you would want to put this man in the ring with somebody that just got beat by somebody else that you should, by another caliber fighter that you should be in the ring with. Like, that don't make, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing with Boots' career, but whatever they doing, it ain't right.
Yeah, I would like to see him fight Sergey Lipinets.
That's another good fight, 503. Put him in there with somebody, but Sergey Lipinets just had a draw and, you know, arguably lost to that cat he just fought.
Yeah, Castillo Clayton. That's the homie Oscar always talking about from Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like Jamal James is a good opponent. Castillo Clayton, Sergey Lipinets. I mean, shit, I would like to see Virgil fight them type of dudes too.
Right.
Now, them the fights I want to see them fight right there, bro. I agree.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. I think they finna start moving Virgil Ortiz way faster, bro, because Golden Boy don't got nobody no more, bro. He was like that next up and coming guy. I mean, you ain't got Canelo, and I don't know how many fights Ryan got on Golden Boy, man. But you already know if Canelo left and they got the same training and be in the same gym every fucking day.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of his contract, he gonna leave and go with Canelo. So they're gonna have to start moving Virgil way faster. So I think he gonna try to get a shot at one of these guys, bro. And he number 2 in the WBO, so they might try to push for that Terence Crawford fight. You know, that's what I think.
Right. Now, man, I want to go ahead and move into, you know, the main thing I wanted to talk about today, right? Salute D Hodges off in the building. The main thing I wanted to talk about is we got this weekend. We got Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev coming up, right? When you look at that fight from you know, on the outside looking in, and when you just hear about that fight on paper and everything, you think, this is an easy fight for Anthony Joshua. But I've been hearing reports that Kubrat Pulev has lost a lot of weight. He ripped up. He's in tremendous shape. He's in tremendous shape, and he's taking this Anthony Joshua opportunity very serious. We know that Kubrat Pulev has only lost one fight, and that was against Klitschko. You know, and you know, I'm gonna keep it 100. When I initially looked at this fight and thought about this fight, I'm like, man, I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see Anthony Joshua go in against a Kubrat Pulev because he don't impress me. He's just, when I think of Kubrat Pulev, I'm just like, whatever, you know, it's nothing that comes to my head, but whatever. But you know, it could turn out to be different. It could turn out to be a good competitive fight this weekend. My thing is, everybody in the chat, for everybody in the panel on the panel, do you think that Kubrat Pulev? Well, now we know, before I say this, everybody know that, you know, in the heavyweight division, everybody has a puncher's chance. So I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying realistically, does anybody give Kubrat Pulev a chance to go out and upset and beat Anthony Joshua this weekend? And if you do, how do you see that happening? Whoever go, shoot.
Look, I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna be real quick because I got to get up off of here. Listen, this fight to me, bro, it's gonna come down to how Joshua dictate the fight, bro. I think if we get the same Anthony Joshua that fought last year with the Andy Ruiz fight, kind of timid, kind of trying to box down the outside, clinching, jabbing, you know what I'm saying? You get that AJ, then he gonna cruise to a victory easy. It's gonna be a boring fight, and that's what I'm expecting. I think AJ, he ain't finna put himself in harm's way no more, bro. I think that's the new AJ we got. I think we don't have the same AJ that's coming balls to the wall, trying to hurt his opponent, trying to cause damage. Now he's saying that the fight ain't gonna make it to the last bell, but just by reading his body language, bro, and looking at like how he was saying it when he was saying it, I don't know, man. I can't sit up there and say that I think AJ gonna knock him out, bro. But anything can happen in the heavyweight boxing game. Like you say, one punch can change everything. To me, it's gonna come down to two things, bro. It's gonna come down to how AJ dictate the fight and how bad do Pulev want it. You know what I'm saying? Because in that first fight, when AJ lost, bro, Andy Ruiz wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if Pulev really want it and he go for broke, then he can probably, you know, catch AJ with something. But if AJ boxing and playing it safe, he ain't gonna do shit, man. But I'm finna get up out of here, bro. I appreciate you for letting me come on, man. Appreciate your money for shooting me the link, man. I'll link up with y'all boys tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute. Appreciate you for coming, 503. All right. Money. Before I let you cook on that situation, now we got to remember, right? Now, if y'all don't know, AJ, he talked about the fight, right? And AJ said that he knows that everybody is looking at how, you know, what happened with the in the first two fights. You know, the first fight with Andrew Ruiz, how he got knocked out and dropped like 5 times. And he says he knows how everybody is looking like, you know, looking at that second fight with Andrew Ruiz, how he fought him, right? But he says that he's been working real hard in the gym, working on everything, and he's guaranteeing a knockout within like 7 or 8 rounds. He said he's gonna knock Pulev out 7, 8 rounds. So go ahead and shoot, Money.
I look at the fight, bro, and like I say, Andy Ruiz put a game plan out there on how to disturb Anthony Joshua. You gotta put the pressure on him. And you know what I'm saying, throw a lot of punches, try to make him gas himself out. That's not Pulev game plan. I mean, that's not his fighting style. And I don't know what his game plan gonna be for this Saturday. I do give him a shot at winning. It's the heavyweight division. Like we say, everybody got a punch a chance. But I still think Anthony Joshua will come out on top. And I do think Anthony Joshua will probably knock out Pulev, in my opinion. You know, but with that being said, we got to see what Joshua mentality at too. Like, because he went out there with Andy Ruiz fight and the second fight, and he boxed. He didn't have that killer instinct in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and he boxed. And even when he was boxing, when with Weeds hitting with a nice shot, you know, he bagged up or shit. I'm like, damn, because I still seen Andy Ruiz have success catching him with big shots. So what type of mentality do Joshua have now after being stopped? That's the thing that I'm looking for in this fight. Do you get that killer instinct back where you're going forward and trying to knock a motherfucker out? Or is you stuck on this boxing shit now, trying not to get hit anymore because you know you can be hit and hurt? You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to what both of their game plans is. In my opinion, I still feel like Pulev has a shot because of the power, but I'm more interested in seeing how Anthony Joshua approached the fight. And like 503 said, how do we dictate the pace of the fight? You know what I'm saying? Because everything still should be going off of what he do in the ring. You know, he should be having Pulev reacting off his pace and off what he want to do, instead of him sitting up there and reacting off what the fuck Pulev doing. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fight, kids. Interesting fight. We know Pulev been a mandatory for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how he approached the fight. I do think he's coming to win. He's not coming to lay down. He understands the opportunity going up against Anthony Joshua and retaining. Becoming a new champion and grabbing 3 scraps. You know, overnight you become a star like fucking Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua has that type of star power, whether people like to say it or not. You know what I'm saying? Overnight you can become a motherfucker. Even if you're not a star, you become recognized. Let's just say that. Your ass become recognized and you become a big player. You know, so we'll see how Pulev approach it, what type of game plan he got. Because I do, like I said, I do believe he's coming to fight. He's not backing down, you know. So it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting. But I still got Anthony Joshua winning, and I'm gonna say somewhere around, in my opinion, around 7th or 8th round stoppage for Anthony Joshua. But if Pulev been looking and see, if you force Anthony Joshua to fight and throw his shit, he gas in the second half of the fight. You can gas his ass out in the second half of the fight. So could you go in here and force this cat to throw and get gas? Because Pulev got a good leg gas tank on him. He do. He know how to pace himself. You know, take the fight to the second half and be smart. But even by being smart and not forcing Joshua to fight, you give Joshua time to recover and catch his second win as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of game plans they fight. I'm going to see if Pulev implement some of what Andy Ruiz did, you know, and do Joshua go in there and do we still got that killer mentality that he used to have before the Andy Ruiz loss? Because before that loss, his ass used to come forward and try to hurt you. But when I seen him in that second fight with Andy Ruiz, maybe it was just a game plan for Andy Ruiz because he knew I can't lose this fight. I got to win this fight. I lose this fight, I'm done. I don't give a fuck when nobody say they fit the shit on me, this, that, and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see the game plans they come up with. I got Joshua, and I'm going to go on the limb. I'm going to say by knockout stoppage. But I do give Pulev a shot, bro, because of the heavyweight division. And I think Pulev is coming to win. He ain't coming to lay down.
So you got Joshua knocking him out. Pulev ain't never been stopped, has he? I don't think Klitschko. Klitschko didn't even stop him, right?
Yeah, he haven't. But I think Joshua stopped him. I got Joshua stopping him.
So with that being said, I'm gonna say I got Joshua 2 by decision. I always say I can't put that jacket on somebody that's never been stopped. You got to prove to me that you gonna lay down and that you gonna get stopped. Until then, I'm not gonna ever put that jacket on you. So I don't think that Anthony Joshua is gonna stop him, but I just think that Anthony Joshua's better overall fighter in every way that you can think of than Pulev. The only thing that Pulev got, over Anthony Joshua is he probably got a bigger heart than Anthony Joshua. He's tougher than Anthony Joshua, but he a better chin than Anthony Joshua. But other than that, Anthony Joshua is a better fighter. But this is the heavyweight division. If Anthony Joshua, we know his chin is suspect. And that's a fact. I think money, you can agree that Anthony Joshua got a suspect chin.
Yeah. We've been down multiple times.
It's more than suspect. Anthony Joshua got a weak chin. Let's just put that out there. So if he get caught, if Pulev catch him, it could be night. If Pulev catch him, it could be night. It can happen, but I'm going with Anthony Joshua in this fight. I think Anthony Joshua, he knows that he has a suspect chin. I think Anthony Joshua, he's in great condition. He's not big and slow like he used to be. I think he uses his legs and outboxes Pulev. It's possible that he can stop Pulev, but I don't think that he's going to. I don't think he's just going to go in there and walk through the fire because he knows that if he get tapped on that chin, he might go to sleep. So I think he's going to play it more safe. and outbox Pulev. And if he do that, like Money was saying, like 503 was saying, if he does that, well, I don't see Pulev having a chance of beating him, but it's an interesting fight, like Money said, it's an interesting fight to me for the fact is that Anthony Joshua does have a weak chin, and Pulev might be able to catch him, but I'm rooting for Anthony Joshua. I want Anthony Joshua to win this fight, and it is what it is. Now, another thing is they was trying to get Tyson Fury to come to the fight, right? They was trying to get Tyson Fury to come to the fight. They was also trying to get Tyson Fury to work the fight. You know how they have in the UK, they'll have him on the panel or whatnot. And Tyson Fury refused to come to the fight because Eddie Hearn whole thing is like once Anthony Joshua wins, we could go right into the mega fight, with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, and we could use this platform to start promoting it. So he was really pressing it, but Fury he didn't want to come to the fight. He turned it down, and we know I know why Fury turned that down, because Fury knows that he's not going to be able to get out of that Wilder fight. That's the whole thing. Fury know that he know what's going on, and Fury knows something, and he know that he ain't gonna be able to get out of that Wilder fight. That's how I feel about that. What you got to say on that?
That can be very possible, bro. You hear me? That can be very possible. And look, by going to arbitration to the little courtroom, it's probably something that's saying that his ass can't go, kid. You're not saying that he can't go, but he can't even talk about making that fight happen without fighting Deontay Wilder first. Because you can go to the fight and enjoy it, but you got to watch what you say at the same time. And if you go to that fight, the questions. The questions they go pose to your ass. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, dog, I'm just gonna focus on Wilder. Focus on AJ and Pulev. I'm not gonna get Fury, they Sean. You know what I'm saying? Because he trying to swindle his way out of Wilder so damn quick. You know what I'm saying? Try to make all these excuses and then try to blame Wilder for the shit. But we know he's really the problem. You know what I'm saying? People come out talking about, oh, well, Wilder waited till the contract expired. Y'all don't even know what's going on. And then if y'all do know what's going on, y'all really don't care about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that he can't go to the fight. I'm happy. That's why we don't get the stupid ass questions. What about you and AJ? What's going down with you and AJ? Nah, what's going down with you and Deontay Wilder is the question. So let AJ and Pulev go in there and have their night. You know what I'm saying? May the best man win, because I don't have a horse in the race for either or. But I feel like AJ gonna win. But let them people have their night. Let Tyson Fury handle his business like a man and get Deontay Wilder his rematch that like he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see what goes from there, though. But I do agree with you, Keith. I feel like he's not going to the fight because he knows that he can't have the fight. So what's the point of going to the fight? You're not going there to watch a good fight. You don't give a damn about Anthony Joshua for real. Everything you said about him and Eddie Hearn. So y'all ain't the best of buddies. You're not going to support your fellow Brit. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua never showed up to your shit. So at the end of the day, it comes down to if the fight could have been made, he probably would have been there. Now if the fight can't get made, he'll be wasting his time going to the fight. He'll be wasting his time because the questions gonna come, and he know in the back of his head he can't answer them questions the way they looking for. Oh yeah, man, Joshua, we're gonna fight 2021. We have a 2-fight contract. We already got it made. Y'all ain't got shit made. Ain't no O2's arena. Ain't no 80,000 people here. Ain't no going out there getting no 60, 70, $100 million checks from the Muslim countries and none of that shit. Your ass is in a bond, Nate. You in a bond. You feel me? And right. Deontay Wilder is in your motherfucking nightmare. So get ready to fight him. Get your ass knocked out and get Wilder back in strap. But I ain't even paying attention to Fury ass, Key.
Right. Let me get through some of these comments real quick. Let me see. Hold on. I seen a lot of people saying that, they don't trust Bob Arum, that basically allude to, some fishy happening in that fight. What y'all got to understand is they fight on the zone. AJ is the A side. So Bob Arum ain't going to have, no big key factor in this fight. Bob Arum is the B side. They're the B side. So they fighting over the zone. So if anybody that you might not trust, you might want to say that you don't trust Eddie Hearn. Bob Arum can't do nothing in this fight. Let me see. Let me see. Bernard Bird says in heavyweights fight, anything can happen. He says, I think AJ will outbox him. Excuse me. Let me see. Hold on. D. Hodges says he got Pulev for the upset. Okay. Damn. Henny Gomez in the building. What's good? Yeah, man. Bumpy Thompson says that's the only reason the Bud and EJ fight hasn't happened. Bob needs his cut. It's a lot. It's a lot to it. Pool Counter Boxer says Anthony would fall apart if Wilder showed up. Anthony, he said Wilder showed up in that crowd, and gonna fall apart and just fuck off his money. Hey, all his belts gonna go. That's funny, man. Y'all hit my like button. Y'all hit my like button. Everybody in the building hit my like button. Ernest Brown says Wilder starches every. I think he meant everybody. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all hit my like button. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Tomorrow, we going in tomorrow. We going in tomorrow because we want to get on Bob Arum, what he had to say on Barbershop Conversations last night. We want to get on, get into what happened between Bob Arum and Bill Haney, Devin Haney dad. It's a lot of stuff that we want to get into. I also want to talk about tomorrow. Keith Thurman, he came out and he calling out Bud Crawford again, and he clearing up that $10 million shit that they running with. It's a lot that I want to talk about, but like I said, I want to get away from all of that today and get some of this news and info out that that needs to be talked about. But yeah, man, Money, what you got, before we get up out of here?
Man, Thurman told that boy Bud, you paying for sheep, pay for some lions if you really want some big
right. And he got a point though.
Yeah, but it's all love to the people though, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, rocking with me and Keith, man. Shouts out to 513 Young Line coming through. Y'all know how we coming, man. We'll come with the best and unbiased, most boxing talk out here. You feel me? We ain't gonna agree on everything, and that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all for riding with us, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Monty Brown TV. Follow me on Instagram at Monty_the writer. Man, like I say, man, Key got something, man, coming. Y'all go really like it. Y'all go really like it. You feel me? But keep supporting my bro Key, man. It's all love. We can't be nothing without y'all. And y'all know what it is with me, man. Big dog status.
Yes, sir. And before you get up out of the building, once again, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, Everything Boxing and Sports, make sure that you go on YouTube and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you get all the notifications when we come on. I appreciate everybody once again, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. See y'all tomorrow.